What's up, guys? Back at me is here at Sabrina Teenage Witch Season 1, Episode 16, Mars Attracts. Okay, so this episode starts off with Sabrina and her eating dinner when, they're like, hey, Sabrina's like, hey, I finished my peas or Brussels sprouts or whatever they're called, and they know she didn't, so they use a spell on her to, they'll use a spell on her, and she's like, what'd you just do? And she's like, we used the vegetable spell to make you tell. And then, and she like hit the deck, and then everything falls on the ground. So, so then Sabrina's on. So like, hey, after the theme song, Sabrina, after the intro, Sabrina and Nan's like, hey, we are good. We are going to, we, we are going to Mars. So yeah, so so we're going to a ski resort in Mars, which, okay. So she's like, hey Harvey, I'm going somewhere, and he's like, hey, call me. So she's like, sure. And then they go, and then Sabrina's like, yeah, since they say that Mars is they in this show or in real life, they say that Mars is totally different than here. Is that Mars is that Mars is currently tomorrow, while we're at today. I think that's what they said. They said yesterday in the show, but since it's today, and yeah, so I think that's real. So anyway, Sabrina's like trying to when then we get a montage of Hilda doing some skiing. Well, there's some Zelda doing some skiing. We get a montage of Zelda doing some skiing while Hilda's just reading some book. And so yeah. So then she goes to a phone and she's about to call Harvey when she's like, hey, I don't have to use this, and there's a guy there who's actually a secret agent, which yeah. And he meets Hilda, and Sabrina meets her ski instructor, and first she's like, I'm kind of busy here, but when she sees him, she's like, period's over. Let's hang out. So yeah. So it seems like Sabrina likes this guy, or he likes her. I don't know, but but anyway, back at home, Salem the cat, he's just doing what any cat would do. Throwing a party. Actually, not what any normal cat would do, but what a talking cat would do, and throw a party. But while that's happening, Harvey's waiting for Sabrina to call him. But unfortunately, by the time he knows that she's on vacation, so he calls Salem the cat, and he's like, and he's like, oh yeah, you totally gotta call. Yeah, that he's going to bed and to call him, and he's like, okay, yeah, so Sabrina gets a call from Salem the cat, and he's like, hey, you were supposed to call. Harvey called saying that he was going to sleep, but he'll call you. And she was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot to call Harvey. So, yeah. So yeah, and this instructor guy, he really likes Sabrina. He tries to kiss her, and she's like, on this place to the moon, onto Mars or something. This orange planet. They go to like a place where he tries to kiss her, but she's like, well, what are you doing? He's like, kissing you, and she's like, I don't really want that. And he's like, and he tries to kiss her some more, but yeah. So Hilda's hanging out with that special secret agent guy who thinks that there's a person named Dr. Cyclops after him. And yeah, so she's about to give him after she calls Harvey, and she's like, and yeah. So she calls Harvey, and Dave, like, how you doing thing, and yeah. So it almost gives the special agent his number when he gets beamed up by Dr. Cyclops. Dr. Cyclops. And Sabrina comes home to Sam the cat having a party, and she's like, Harvey's coming. You better clean this all up. And yeah, yeah. So then Harvey comes, and he's like, if you ever go on a trip and another ski instructor guy, don't tell him about it. And she's like, okay, ending the episode. Okay, so this episode. Like I said, this episode was really good. It was a really interesting episode. It took away from the things that we usually see in Sabrina's life, and gets her on a ski trip where she met that instructor. So yeah, next episode is a really interesting episode. So I'll see you guys in that one, and remember to like, comment, subscribe, because have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you next. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Boom.